Go on YouTube, gang. It's Melo DFS coming to you live and direct. Here to give you my favorite plays for each position for today's NBA 10-game main slate. Hope everybody's having a great day. Feel free to like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Press that bell icon to always stay notified for new videos. Let's get right into y'all. Going with my first play, going to the point guard spot. We'll be looking to Ja Morant against Portland. 7,300 on DraftKings, looking about 79 on FanDuel. Overall, great play for him. Coming off his injury, and last game going against Phoenix, he had a 34 minutes, 41 fantasy points in that match. Now he's playing Portland, where he's averaging 45.3 fantasy points in the past 3 games last season. Check him out: 50, 47, 41 in the last 3. Also is a great pace at 100.4 to Portland's pace 101.3. So I like this play for Ja Morant. Now Portland do allow 46.3 fantasy points per game to the starting position, around 43.7 fantasy points in the past 5 games. So love this play for Ja Morant here. If you want to also look for value, I do like Kendrick Nunn if Harrell is out. So we just got to look into the status of his injury. But these are my plays for point guard for today. Of course, I got my player pool where I have other plays available. But let's look into our shooting guards. Now, going to the shooting guards, I will be looking out for some savings here. We do have a play where, let's go down the list. We have a spot where we have Rodney Hood. I like this play more so on DraftKings. He's only 3,800. He's still cheap. He had 25 minutes last game, 28 minutes without CJ, and also with Nurkic out against San Antonio, where he had 9 for 14 from the field. So I like this play more so on DraftKings for the value. I'm more likely going to pass on FanDuel as they priced him up to 5K. Another play I do like as well will be Wayne Ellington. All right, against Atlanta. Now he's 36 on DraftKings, 38 on FanDuel. To me, it's a great play. He's averaging around 26.5 minutes in the past 2 games. So the fact that he's getting the minutes here, 27 minutes, 32 fantasy point game last game against Miami. And also looking at ATL, where ATL do allow 32.8 fantasy points per game to the starting position here. So I like Wayne Ellington for savings on both platforms for today at shooting guard. All right. And that will also allow you to pay up. Next spot, going to our small forwards. Another play will be a boom and bust spot, but I do like Josh Jackson. All right, now he's 4,000 on DraftKings, 42 on FanDuel, and he's still getting the minutes. His minutes is around 22 minutes a game. But check this out, going against ATL, he has great stats against them. All right, looking at him, he's averaging 11.2 points a game, 10.2 field goal attempts in the past 5 games. But looking at ATL, check him out in the last 3: 40, 31, 38 in the last 3 games. And on top of that, he was only averaging 24.6 minutes in those games, y'all. So keep that in mind. He did have a 40 fantasy point game. That was on December 28th, where he had 28 minutes. He was 11 for 19 from the field here. Also, a good pace in this match against Atlanta, as it's 100.1 to 100.3. So this is a boom or bust spot. But knowing this history and the fact that with less than 30 minutes on the court, he's a fantasy point monster on the court. Josh Jackson will be my punt play for today. For next play, going to our power forwards. Definitely got to consider Chris Boucher here. 7,300 on DraftKings, 81 on FanDuel, which he's averaging around 33.8 fantasy points a game. But nonetheless, he's averaging 20 points a game, 8.6 rebounds, averaging 1.5 fantasy points per minute on the court, 42.1 fantasy points per game in the past 5 games. He's averaging around 34.6 fantasy points in 10 plus high scoring games. This is going to be a 113 implied total for this team for today. So like I said, great spot to consider here, especially on DraftKings at 7,300. Let's look into some saving spots where we got Xavier Tillman Sr. In this play for today against Portland, knowing that no Valanciunas, and he's averaging around 26.7 fantasy points in the past 3 games with increased minutes. So looking at Portland without Nurkic as well, this could be a good spot for him. Now, I love Cantor also. He'd also be a great value play at center. So nonetheless, you could play both guys on this game. So Tillman, great spot to consider on both platforms with the savings play. All right, let's go to our last play, going to the center spot. All right, I did mention Canner. He's a good spot in the 6K range, but paying up, you know, we do have Andre Drummond. We just got to consider if Jared Allen will play this go around, especially going against Brooklyn, where his former team. So that's something to look at. But of course, Andre Drummond's in play. We do have Nikola Boltovich. Love this spot for him today, especially on DraftKings. He is 8,600, but they priced him up around 99 on FanDuel. But overall, good spot for Boltovich against Minnesota, especially without no Towns in play. He's been balling, y'all. He's averaging around 50.5 fantasy points in the past 2 games last season, averaging around 11.6 rebounds in the past 5 games. In Minnesota, they are allowing an average 41.3 fantasy points to the starting center spot. All right, and we already saw that Capella last go around. Capella had 54. Then Valanciunas had 50 fantasy point game. So this is a good spot for him. He's also averaging around 52.3 fantasy points per game in the past 5 games. So Boltovich is a great smashing spot on both platforms to consider. Kent Capella is also a great play if you want to pivot, especially on FanDuel. If you want to pivot down at 8K for Capella, he's been balling, y'all. As you can see, 54 in the last 2, 31 in the last 4. So good spot. You want to consider Capella, but there's a lot of great spots here at the center spot for today. But these are my favorite plays. Y'all like the plays, give a thumbs up. Any questions or concerns, comment below. Using Draft Dashboard tools in the link in my description. It's only $1 up to 30 days. Click on the link and sign up. You get access to the NBA cheat sheet, your sleepers, your studs. Click on the watch players. You get access to my player pool up top for watch Melo DFS picks, either DraftKings or FanDuel. So I love y'all, man. Y'all collect that bag. It's Melo DFS, and y'all stay blessed. And I'll see y'all in the next video.